Well, like we said, we're so excited to be here tonight for the Boardman Civic Association's 29th Annual Academic Achievement Banquet. We also do thank the Boardman Schools Television Network for being here this evening and filming tonight's agenda. We're thankful to have Amy Radinovic and student Nick Geraci with us here tonight. Thank you very much, and they will be rebroadcasting that on the BSTN channel on Armstrong and on your YouTube channel as well, correct? Terrific, thank you. If you want to give me that George Clooney makeover or whatever you think is appropriate, I'd appreciate that very much. Very good. That's about the best joke I have tonight, and that didn't go over very well, so I guess I'll cut those out of my script. With us here this evening, we'd like to recognize some elected officials that are with us tonight. We have our Mahoning County Auditor, Ralph Meacham. Ralph is here tonight. Ralph, thank you. And also with us here tonight, you saw her earlier, Kathy McNabb Welsh, a member of our Educational Service Center Board. Kathy, thank you. In 1990, Elaine Mancini, Judge Joseph Hauser, and Dr. Bob Johnson organized and led the effort to start this academic achievement banquet. It's been continuing, flourishing, and thriving for 29 years. Very exciting. We thank those people for their dedication. I'd like to introduce our Boardman Civic Association board members, President Stephanie Landers, Vice President Meg Harris, Treasurer Jeff Barone, Attorney Marty Bushy, George Ferris, Karen McCallum, Kathy McNabb Welsh, Tim Saxton, Rick Schaefer, Dan Segul, Joe Sylvester Jr., Tommy Testa, and Kevin Willis. We thank you for your service to our organization. Well, what is the Boardman Civic Association? You may be asking yourself that, not familiar with it, got a letter in the mail from us. Well, it's a group of local business, civic, and community leaders interested in the general welfare and development of Boardman Township. We have quarterly meetings to receive updates on matters in the township, as well as news on the schools, park systems, and the business environment. The BCA promotes community pride through our annual Building Awards and Citizen of the Year Award presented at our March dinner meeting, and our elections forum for candidates and issue speakers, and of course, our scholarship dinner academic recognition here tonight. We do have membership available if you're interested, and we have flyers at the door when you leave. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our Lifetime Achievement Award and present it to Mr. Mark Huberman. A Boardman native, lifelong resident, and Boardman graduate, Mark earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Pittsburgh and a Juris Doctorate degree from Ohio Northern University. An attorney whose practice in law included a private practice, a magistrate position with the Mahoning County Juvenile Court, and as chief magistrate in the Mahoning County Domestic Relations Court, retiring from that position in 2017. Currently, he is the administrator of the Ohio Association of Magistrates, as well as the president of the National Health Association and editor and publisher of Health Science magazine. His professional associations include membership in the Mahoning County, Ohio State, and American Bar Associations, and the Ohio Association of Magistrates. He served as an elected school board member in Boardman for 20 years, including serving as president for 4 terms. One of the many things he enjoyed about serving was teamwork and accomplishing great things for the community. During his tenure of working with the Boardman schools, the district maintained academic excellence and fiscal responsibility. Of course, Mark credits the Boardman taxpayers, families, students, and school staff for that continued excellent performance. He's a continued supporter of community projects, school levies, and the Boardman Schools Television Network. In 2012, Mark was awarded the Distinguished Alumni Award. His current community service includes membership in the Mahoning County Corrections Planning Board, Steel Valley Homes for Youth, and the Ohev Zedek Temple. His hobbies: acting, gardening, racquetball, and chess. We assume not all at the same time. And is, of course, a well-known patron of the arts. His family includes his wife, Wanda, daughter Heather and fiancé Ken, daughter Lisa, daughter Elizabeth Moore, and her husband, Christopher. It's with great appreciation, thankfulness, and respect that the Boardman Civic Association awards its Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Mark Huberman.
Thanks so much. It's a generous introduction. Thanks so much. and to the Boardman Civic Association for this incredibly meaningful honor to me. If you haven't gathered it already, I'm an unabashed supporter of everything Boardman, from our great township to our beautiful park, and most of all to the Boardman schools, which I've always considered to be one of the finest, not just in this area, in the state, and in the nation. I went all through the Boardman schools, from Market Street Elementary School, and it's a little bittersweet tonight to see that we're saying goodbye to Market Street. When it was K through 6, Boardman Junior High when it was 7 and 8, and I was the last class to graduate from the old Boardman High School, and we have our 50th high school reunion coming up in July. I have enjoyed a wonderful and rewarding 40-year career in the law, and I've always credited the lion's share of my success to the incredible, well-rounded educational foundation that I received from the Boardman schools, with the likes of Harold Jessup at Market Street Elementary, Jim Micah, Olga Moreskin, Audrey Zagorak, Jim Lendon, Bill Madisey, Lee Radler, Virginia Lindman, Ethelita Humphrey, and most of all, my greatest inspiration, the late, great Bill Dykins. They are the ones who helped me be the best that I can be, and I'm sure all of you students out here have teachers that are doing the very same for you. It's also been one of the great privileges of my public life to have served on the school board with so many great school board members who shared my passion for the Boardman schools, particularly the arts, and to have a hand in hiring and working with some of the greatest educators I've ever met, especially Dick Selby, Larry Saxton, Don Daly, and Frank Lazzari. Our school district and its children have been so well served by their leadership, and that leadership has only continued under the current superintendent, Tim Saxton. Apples don't fall too far from trees, and Vicki Davis and John Landers, who are here, they're continuing that great tradition of excellence and putting the Boardman kids and the Boardman community and Boardman schools first. If you want to know why I think that I continue to give as much as I do to the Boardman schools and a lot of other community organizations, it goes back, I think, to my father, Max, who always raised me, my brother Jeff, and I to live up to the challenge given to all of us by a guy by the name of Horace Mann, who, for those of you who are students, is generally considered the father of public education. There's a statue to him on Boston Commons. And he always stressed the importance of giving back to the community, and that's what my father always reminded me. His quote was, "Be ashamed to die until you've won some victories for humanity." My amazing father and mother always encouraged me and my brother to give back to the community, and if they were here with us tonight, I think they'd be beaming. So, and speaking of pride, I'm really proud that two of my three girls are here tonight, my niece Liz Moore, and my daughter Heather, and her fiance Ken, and my wife, most of all, my amazing wife Wanda, and her sister Sandy. It's really pretty special with them to share this award with me tonight. So I congratulate all of you students on the scholarships that you're going to be awarded tonight. Education is the foundation. You will find, as you go through life, education is the foundation of everything. And I would encourage you that as you go back to always remember the teachers that helped shape you and inspired you to be what you are, and remember them, go back, say hi to them, remind them, thank them for what they did for you. It'll mean a lot to you, it'll mean even more to them. So again, thank you, Civic Association, all of you, for this incredible honor. Thanks so much.
Congratulations, Mark, and it's so great to have so many members of your family here tonight celebrating with you. That's a wonderful thing. But this time we will have our presentation of students. The criteria to be invited to tonight's academic achievement banquet is a 2019 graduate, taking that on faith, Boardman residents, we know that, and with a 3.5 grade point average or higher. For the 2019 academic class, there were 140 students who met the criteria, representing Boardman, Cardinal Mooney, Ursuline, and Valley Christian High Schools. Now, I don't know what the class sizes are, but that is a large increase from last year. So there are Boardman students performing well, doing well. I think it was 126 last year. It's 140 this year. So we have good educational opportunities in this valley and in our community, and good students being raised by good families in our township. At this time, we ask our volunteers to come forward who will be passing out the gift bags to the students. As your name is read, please come forward to be recognized and accept a gift bag from the Boardman Civic Association. It includes a flash drive, which we know will be used for only academic purposes. We understand that, no problem there. I will do my best to pronounce your name. Please feel free to correct me when you come forward if I get it wrong. At the end of each school list, if your name was not read, please come forward and we will announce you. We ask the audience to hold your applause until all of the student introductions. From Boardman High School, Augustino Arcuri, Emma Arjuan, James Baker, John Barnes, Andrew Beekner, Jenna Benko, Maya Bitar, Kaylin Berkey, Julia Castellano, Ava Marie Kolaluka, Lucas Conkey, Madison Connolly, Kaylin Coven, Cassidy Coven, Karina Cummings, Sienna Curtis, Peyton Curtis, Liliana DeAndrea, Olivia Daniels, Melissa DeVanzo, Gianna DeLulo, Garrett Ellis, Mikkel Flatley, Andrew Frida, John Garris, Daniela Girardi, Jersey Gorby, Lauren Green, Hannah Green, Zachary Hillard, Angelina Holshoe, Chloe Husteau, Joseph Jarvis, Austin Jones, Jordan Jones, Cameron Krebs, Marissa Kurelko, Erica LaBoy, Christina LaRocca, Jenna Markovich, Emily Maroney, Sophia McGee, Joseph McKinney, Logan Manoski, Nikitas Missos, Isabella Nordquist. Brigida Ositis. Aaliyah Patty. Donovan Roberts. Colin Russell. Julia Schrembeck. Ashley Seamond. Michael Seamond. Nazia Stevenson. Nicholas Torres. Daniel Turillo. Delia Walkowick. Mackenzie Widrig. Alyssa Wilhelm. Alexander Wood. Are there any Boardman students here that I did not call your name? Please come forward. Okay, next, representing Cardinal Mooney High School, Carolyn Kay. Mark Phillips. Alexis Saunders. Are there any Cardinal Mooney students' names that I did not read? Representing Ursuline High School, Aaliyah Marie Molesky and Alexander Stoneman. Are there any other Ursuline High School students here that I did not read? Representing Valley Christian High School, Melvin Neal Jr. Let's give a well-deserved round of applause recognizing our students. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Ohio State Senator Michael Rulli. Senator Rulli is serving his first term in the Ohio Senate, representing the 33rd District, which includes all of Mahoning and Columbiana counties. Mahoning Valley has been his family's home and place of business for generations. As Director of Operations for the 100-year-old Rulli Brothers Markets, Senator Rulli understands the challenges faced by small businesses and the role they play in the vitality of our communities. Senator Rulli was previously elected to the Latonia School Board and is passionate about the education of our children. As president of the school board, he led the district to a serious financial crisis, and the district climbed into the top 100 in the state in value added, a distinction Latonia schools held for 2 years in a row. Senator Rulli has been recognized by the Better Business Bureau, receiving the organization's 2017 Torch Award. The Regional Chamber also honored him with the 2017 Small Business Person of the Year Award. Senator Rulli is a graduate of Poland Seminary High School, the Naval Sea Cadets, and Emerson College. He and his wife Kelly live in Salem with their 2 children. Let's give a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Senator Michael Rulli.
Well, I have some really good news for everyone tonight. I'm going to give credit to my speech teacher from Poland, Sally Hoffmaster, who always told me the best speech is a short speech. So when I look out through this crowd today, I have a lot of respect for the adults, but this speech is only for the students that are in the room. So I am a very passionate speaker, and my favorite is extemporaneous. So I literally just drove back from Columbus from the State House. So I'm saying to myself, what are we going to talk about? And I really didn't have a clue, except for the whole scholarship thing and the whole future, everything ahead of you, which is always beautiful and wonderful to think about. But a piece of news came on the radio on my drive. And they said that they did a study of 50,000 Americans. And in these Americans, they say 131 days of the 365 days, they are bored out of their mind. To me, that's a sin. This is the only day of your life. There is no other day. Tomorrow will never come, and yesterday doesn't exist. And all of you kids that are in here today, you are turning into adults. This is your day. Tomorrow never comes. You have to understand that. If you live a full life, which is 82 years times 365, that's 29,930 days that you get of life, if you're lucky to live to be 82. I've already lost 4 of my friends. I live every day of my life with so much passion, and I never squander a minute. There are distractions in this world that will take you away from your point of focus of being the best version of yourself. You are already the best we have. That's why you're in this room today. That's why we're honoring you. I'm beyond privileged to talk to you tonight and to give you my words. These words aren't a speech. These are just things I want you to think about during the course of your days. You have to always be the best version of yourself. You have to be happy. You have to be an example. You have to be a leader. You have to figure out what you want to do with your life. When you take your last days, the biggest question in mankind is, why do you exist? Why are we here? Your mom and dad gave you a name that you carry for the rest of your life. You're going to make that name or break that name. And you better bring your A game. You better bring the best version of yourself. The distractions of the phone, social media, and all these different elements that come into your life and take you away from your point of focus of succeeding to being the best version of yourself is unacceptable. To squander your life on social media or worry about what your peers are doing or keeping up with the Joneses is unacceptable. All you people are going to lead us into a beautiful future. You always need to be happy. You need to wake up every day and say, what am I going to conquer? Because this is the only day that you have. Schooling is the only true way out. When you look at the difference between the United States of America and other countries that exist, we have the ability to take someone that could be a dirt poor farmer and turn him into a billionaire. That only exists in this country. You have freedom of speech to say anything you want as long as you don't hurt anybody. My freedom ends where your freedom begins. You're going to mold our future. My son just graduated from high school last year and just finished up his first year of college. So when I'm visiting him at school, these kids are so excited about their projects, whether it's film, whether it's business, whether it's nursing. Whatever you're going to do, you need to be the best you can be. I took my son several years ago, the last year that LeBron was playing for the Cavaliers, and I was fortunate enough to go on Martin Luther King Day. They played a speech by Martin Luther King that chilled me to the bone. It was a speech that he gave in Cleveland, Ohio. And through the speech, he goes through all these different careers that you could take. And he says, well, you might be a street sweeper. He says, be the best street sweeper you could ever be, because you don't know who that's going to affect. You could have a heart surgeon walking down that street, and he could have had the worst day of his life. And he's walking past a beautiful street that's cleaned perfectly, and he's going to bring the best version of himself tomorrow and maybe save one of your relatives. Don't ever squander this life. This is a beautiful life, even the bad things. The best part of this life is the ability to feel, to understand that you exist, to understand that you are going to make this a better world. We're all so proud of you. You have no idea. You kids are so special. You're actually becoming adults in front of our very eyes. Understand that this whole transformation of your life from high school to the future, mom and dad aren't going to be there anymore to wake you up in the morning, to make sure that you have the school money, that your phone's working, that all the things that fulfill your life, maybe they're too much of a helicopter mom like my wife, but anyways, you're going to have a lot of freedom. And with freedom comes consequences. When you're at school and you're in your career, bring the best version of yourself. If you're a plumber, don't call off because you're a little sick and you feel a little under the weather. When you're at college, if you're going to go to college, you take that tuition and divide it by how many days you're in college. and you think about what every class costs, you could have a class cost anywhere from $100 to $600 per class. If you're making minimum wage, do you have any idea how many hours of your life is invested for you to go to one day of class because you're outside maybe the night before partying and you don't feel like waking up? This is the only life you have, and I have all the faith in the world that you are our future, and you are going to save this country, and you're going to bring unity in enough of this fighting that we have with each other. This is a great life. This is a great country. We need bipartisan love. We need to get together. We need to fix the problems of this country. A lot of us, we're at the end of our game. You're at the beginning of your game. And when I'm looking at you coming up here, and I see stars in your eyes and passion and the smiles and the beauty and the purity of what you are and the version of who you are, I know when I take my last breath, you people are going to be leading our country into the best years of our life. The best years of our life in this country are yet to come, and they're going to come by the hands of you, by the grace of God, of each and every one of you students. I feel so honored to even being able to speak words to you. I'll do everything as your state senator to make your future brighter. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I want to thank the Boardman Civics for having me, and I want to wish you all of God's blessings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator Rowley. And thank you for your speech teacher. She did a good job. Absolutely. Teachers do make a difference, don't they? Absolutely. Well, now's the time for our scholarship presentations. Stephanie Landers will come forward. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Due to the amazing support of the sponsors listed in your program, tonight we were able to award 11 $750 scholarships, which is a large number for our organization. Typically we're at 5 or 6. I would say maybe one of the largest in the township, if not beyond. So we're very excited about that. So like we said, pay attention to those sponsors that are in there. Very generous people and companies. But this time we will read off the names in alphabetical order. We ask you to come forward to accept your scholarship award and come forward here, and please stay here. We want to get some pictures as you come up. First name, the first award winner, Emma Arjuan. Emma's from Boardman High School, a National Honor Society member, band, Link Crew, Italian Club, Rotary Youth Leadership Award, Outstanding Musician Award, and her college major is kinesiology. Did I say that correctly? Yeah. Very good, thank you. Our second award winner, Andrew Beekner. Andrew's from Boardman High School, a National Honor Society member, student council, cross country, swimming and tennis teams, Link Crew leader, and Ocean Bowl team. College major, computer science. Our next award winner, Ava Marie Kolaluka. From Boardman High School, National Honor Society member, student council, Emerging Leaders Club, Italian Club, cheerleading captain, college major business with exploratory studies. Our next scholarship award winner, Carolyn Kay. Carolyn is from Mooney High School, National Honor Society member, varsity basketball and soccer team captains. Is Carolyn here? Well, then come on up, Mom. You just got promoted. Our next scholarship award winner, Emily Maroney. Emily's from Boardman High School, a National Honor Society member, Science Club, Drama Guild, YWCA Young Women with Bright Futures honoree. Her college major, biology. Melvin Neal Jr. From Valley Christian High School, National Honor Society member, varsity football, basketball, and track, academic cheer team, and praise team. College major, psychology. Mark Phillips. Mark is from Mooney High School, National Honor Society member, varsity basketball, volunteer for local educational, social service programs, and nursing homes. College major, education. Our next award winner, Colin Russell. Colin is from Boardman High School, National Honor Society member, student council, science club, Spanish club, link crew, and is an Eagle Scout. College major, electrical engineering. Our next award winner, Ashley Saxton. Ashley's not here tonight, she's at a softball game. From Boardman High School, a National Honor Society member, emerging leaders, Italian National Honor Society, link crew, soccer, basketball and softball, and college major, math education. Our next award winner, Alexander Stoneman. From Ursuline High School, accepting the award will be his grandmother, Anne Marie Profanchik. Alex has tonight had a speaking engagement, notified us of that, related to his school. He's a National Honor Society member, student government, speech and debate team, Spanish club, math club, golf team, and quiz bowl team. College major, biomedical engineering. You have one left? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Slide on down. There we go. Our final scholarship award this evening, Daniel Torillo. From Boardman High School, National Honor Society member, band, orchestra, and jazz band, senior class president, Italian science and math clubs, college major, history. These are your 2019 scholarship award winners. Congratulations, you may return to your seats. Thank you, Stephanie. We do ask the scholarship award winners that after we close out our evening to gather back up here for pictures for us and for your family members, we're sure. Well, we've had a very nice evening tonight, haven't we? We hope you've all enjoyed it. We sure enjoy putting this on every year and reviewing these applications and seeing the wonderful things that are going on in our world. So tonight we thank the Holiday Inn, our scholarship sponsors, our speaker, Senator Rulli, Marty Bushy, Denise Leeson, Jeff Barone, Stephanie Landers, Meg Harris, George Ferris, Karen McCallum, and Kathy McNabb Welsh from our organization and our board, and of course the students and families here tonight. We thank you for joining us to celebrate the academic achievements of our Boardman resident students, and congratulations to all of our scholarship award winners. We've also heard examples of community leadership and service from Mark Huberman and Senator Rulli. We thank you for showing us how to improve our community. Boardman has an amazing amount of diverse opportunities in almost any area of life, including family activities, education, commerce, healthcare, recreation, community service, and faith. Let's continue to take advantage of these opportunities or try them for the first time and preserve Boardman's motto, a nice place to call home. So we thank you for attending. God bless and good night.